situation of where we are now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. Good evening. The 2009 meeting, which was held in this marvelous palace, has created awareness about the hidden crimes committed against the Ethiopian people and successfully exposed the human rights violation in Ethiopia. Today's meeting is the continuation of the last two meetings and will brief us on the past, present, and future of Ethiopia, emphasizing on the present looming crisis. The future of Ethiopia depends upon the Ethiopian people, but needs support and attention by the international community. The country's predicament has been worsened after the end of the Cold War, where the previous military regime abandoned the country without a responsible body at national level. This unfortunate situation created favorable conditions for hostile organizations such as TPLF to carry out their hidden and divisive activities in the name of liberty, ethnic federalism, democracy, and the name of the people of Tigray. The opportunistic pseudo-Marxist Leninist organization that has immediately camouflaged by privatization and capitalist system is still confusing the international community. Until his death in 2012, the late notorious ethnic-based dictator Zenawi committed shocking atrocities against the Ethiopian and neighboring innocent people by killing, imprisoning, torturing, displacing, and persecuting. Eritrea, one of the provinces of Ethiopia, has been dismembered without the participation of Ethiopians as well as the Eritrean people. TPLF was simply forcing and advocating separation. Then it carried out illegal separation without a proper agreement and a clear border demarcation. This ignoramus and hatred-based decision instigated a senseless, destructive war that consumed hundreds of thousands of Ethiopians and a huge amount of waste. Consequently, Ethiopia became a landlocked country because of TPLF's refusal to claim herself and the 500-kilometer coastal line. Americans and most of the international community members wanted Zenawi to claim and take Ethiopia's historical support, but Zenawi, the wicked, refused to do so. To date, the unsettled issues because of TPLF's negativity to Ethiopia is a great concern for future peace and stability of the area. TPLF is once again trying to complicate the issue of Nile as another old and decayed tactics to sabotage and drag the Ethiopian people to another senseless war for its evil survival. According to the regime's own parliamentary report, 2.7 million Amharas have been disappeared. Many believe that these people are killed systematically using epidemic and other contagious diseases. Even after the natural death of its leader, the group consolidated its power and tightened its grip so as to continue its human rights violations against the Afars, Amharas, Anyaks, Oromos, and other innocent ethnic groups. Furthermore, the remnants have been trying to glorify the dictator with imagined crises and false statements. The people of Ethiopia believe that honoring Zenawi is an insult for all victims of innocent citizens who have perished by his direct order. The group has also savagely vandalized and attacked the history of the country, values, religions, regardless of factors, and the country's legal and historic flag. The incumbent has no limit, and its lawlessness reached at a level where it dared to manipulate and erase factors from the current international digital information by accessing important and useful sites such as Wikipedia. Even Professor Grigor Stanton of the International Criminal Court reported that the regime always changes factors by logging into the edit part of this very innovative website. Ethnic-based racism and anarchy emerged as one of the present day's most dangerous, inhuman thinking, which is damaging this wonderfully developing and integrating world. When the international community is coming closer and the purpose of assimilation is in progress, on the contrary, we have been witnessing savagery and brutality in ethnic conflicts and terrorism. During the Second World War, Ethiopia was in similar predicament. Revising the past human history may help us to remember the suffering of the international community because of that destructive war. This again reminds us the most popular quote of the present day, which says, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. It will be ridiculous to talk about the development in figures, when millions are starving, tens of thousands are displaced, and when genocide and ethnic cleansing are in progress. According to GIF, Zenawi and his group has looted $11.7 billion only between 2009 and 2009. In addition to this, www.therichest.org has reported that the guerrilla fighter Zenawi net worth currently stands at $3 billion US. The remnants of Zenawi have continued to beg money in millions, while they are robbing in billions. The amount of outflow from this poor country reached $16 billion US in 2013. No one today asked the incumbents why they are begging in millions while they are robbing in billions. Why Ethiopia is known as a poor and starving nation if it has elicited this unbelievable amount of financial outflow. Zenawi's regime has marginalized and impoverished the large part of Ethiopia, while he has been investing in railways, heavy industries, roads, electrification, education, and health services for his sole ethnic group. This is not fair. According to the World's Environment Development Agency, a sustainable development is that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The regime has been doing the contrary by forcing the indigenous people from their ancestral land and by displacing citizens without their consultation and participation. This has encouraged environmental degradation and suffering and compromised the present as well as the interest of the future generations. The unprecedented corruption and unjust distribution of resources across the regime has greatly sabotaged and crippled the country's development for the last long 22 years. TPLF has terrorized the Ethiopian people, and Ethiopia has always been victim of terrorists. In an exclusive interview with ESAT, President of the Genocide Watch, Professor Grigor Stanton, said, the FBI has got the TPLF already in its sight. It knows very well that TPLF is a terrorist organization. TPLF is an isolated minority ethnic group that cannot defend itself, leave alone to be an ally against terrorists, and therefore it does not give sense to use terrorism as an excuse of keeping the relationship with this criminal group. Abandoning TPLF and maintaining the good relations with the broad, peace-loving and glorious people of Ethiopia is the only reliable alliance that the international community can be benefited. We ask the international community to participate in bringing all perpetrators to the International Criminal Court or to facilitate the process inside the country. On behalf of Ethiopians and Ethiopian British citizens of Ethiopian descent, I thank the British government for protecting us and for helping us to be the voice of our voiceless people. We thank the Third World Solidarity and the all-party parliamentary group. It is my greatest pleasure to thank Mr. Dave Anderson, MP, and Alderman Mushtaq Lasharie for their compassion and great support to the Ethiopian people at all times. I'd also like to thank the Executive Committee of the Third World Solidarity, Lord Kalambak MP, and other parliamentarians for their direct and indirect support for myself and other Ethiopian refugees. I want to thank you all for giving your valuable time for this very important and rewarding humanitarian issue. My fellow Ethiopians and British citizens of Ethiopian descent and all the refugees in diaspora, we have foiled the divisive propaganda of TPLF and once again confirms that our unshakable unity and resilience is in progress. We'll continue our just struggle to end the backward divisive system until we attain genuine development, peace, justice, and stability. We are strong and confident because we have both the moral and legal rights. Thank you very much.